Hi there, so I'm back for this video. I want to talk about Mickey 17 today, the last film by Bong Joon-ho, and actually 6 years since Parasite, so we missed him. And it's also a film that is quite unusual for the contemporary Hollywood, for the themes and for the style. I mean, it is a blockbuster that has the style of a very specific and important director, and it's something that is not happening very often anymore. And somehow it came out. I mean, it was postponed a few times, and it managed to come out exactly in the moment when it was needed the most. I think there is this story about the conquest of space and uh, techno capitalists behaving in a non-ethical manner, and so it's really it came out when we needed to see this film, and okay, I managed to see this in English as well, and I think it was the right choice, mostly because of the performance of Robert Pattinson, who managed to. Okay, I'm gonna make a few spoilers here, minor spoilers. And so there is this guy, Mickey Barnes, who wants to become an expendable in order to leave Earth because some important person is looking for him, without knowing what an expendable is. So he gets to die because science needs to use his body. But every time he dies, it gets reprinted and with the old memories. And so we got the character that gives the name to the film, Mickey 17, is because he died 17 times and not 16 times, and this is the 17th copy. And so somehow it gets reprinted before he actually dies because there's been a. I'm not going to spoil it. And so we got Mickey 17 and Mickey 18. So the thing is that Mickey 17 is shy and he talks with a higher tone of voice, I think. And while Mickey 18 is much more violent, impulsive. So you can see the difference, this huge difference between these two people who are supposed to be clones in a sense of the same person, but somehow they have different personalities. So, and this is also something that maybe they should have explored a bit more, but they didn't. It's still a Hollywood blockbuster, so maybe I heard. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a long time ago that there were some issues between Warner Brothers and the director Joon-ho because they had different visions of what the film should be like, and maybe that's what happened. Maybe they tried to make it more commercial. Who knows? But anyway, we're talking about a very important director, and still you can see, you can feel it's film. There is this style everywhere. It's a is I mean technically it's not the first time he works for Hollywood. He did Okja, right? Was on Netflix. I mean, it wasn't released in cinemas. And Snowpiercer was mostly a European Korean co-production, even if it was in English. So this is technically the first time he works for the Hollywood system, you can say. And but still, it's a very fun film to watch as well, even if it raises some important ethical and philosophical questions, and you feel the weight of it while watching the film. And then we get the love story, which helps the story going forward between Nikki and Nasha, with this security officer, and played by Naomi Eki. And Steven Yeun, I mean, honestly, apart from the beginning of the film, because Mickey needs a reason to go outside of Earth, and maybe this character Timo gives him the chance to leave the planet. I mean, the character in itself doesn't add much to the film, I think. And um, okay, while Kenneth and Hilfa, wow, the character. Okay, so Kenneth Marshall is this failed politician who becomes an entrepreneur and leads this expedition to space, and he speaks like a third grader and uses simple words. He also talks like somebody we know. I mean, it wasn't planned that much, considering the film I've been in production for a long time. But considering it came out right now, it was really it was fun to watch. Maybe not that fun, depending how you see the situation. And so there is this egomaniac entrepreneur who is leading this expedition, trying to, which is becoming like a cult in a sense. There is this politician that found is making a cult and going to space. So it's a really contemporary story, even. And his wife, Ilfa, is played by an amazing Toni Collette. Maybe she should have appeared on screen a bit more, and unfortunately she doesn't. But I mean, there is a scene where when she gave the most. I'm not gonna spoil it. Let's just say that there is a lot of vomit in the scene, and somehow Toni Collette, I mean, is impressive as well in the scene. And okay, so this time I wanted to make a shorter video, so I'm trying to keep it short. And I haven't read the novel, so I don't know how faithful to the original material the film is. I don't know nobody knows what happened during production, so we don't know what the original idea of John Who was, and compared to the film we saw in theaters, cinemas. And I'm just gonna say that it was great to see something on screen that wasn't really common. I mean, it, it's still a popcorn film. It's a blockbuster, but still, it has its own soul, its own ideas, and I'm glad it came out exactly in the moment when we needed to see it. And it feels kind of scary, to be honest, but it's true that you don't have to go to the cinema just to be entertained sometimes. You need to ask yourself important questions, you need to be moved and challenged, and this film somehow manages to do exactly that. And there is this, okay, I'm not going to say because I'm not going to spoil it, but it's still a Hollywood film. So it will be, it's commercial, but I mean, it's an amazing story. And considering it's still March, we are beginning the blockbuster season with an amazing film. So I'm strongly suggest you to see it if you haven't done it yet. I think my vote will be an 8 out of 10. So let me know what you think and leave me a comment if you want. And if you're still here, thanks for watching.